J.P. Morgan, a man whose influence on shaping the U.S. economy is a saga of innovation, consolidation, and financial mastery. His story is a captivating journey through the corridors of power, where one individual's vision and strategic brilliance left an indelible mark on the nation's economic landscape. J.P. Morgan's pivotal role in shaping the very foundation of the U.S. economy, where wealth, ambition, and the complexities of capitalism converge in a story that continues to influence our understanding of finance and industry today. J.P. Morgan's childhood was marked by privilege and adversity, setting the stage for his remarkable future in finance and industry. Born in 1837 into a well-to-do family in Connecticut, young John Pierpont Morgan, known as J.P. Morgan, was destined for a life in finance. His father, Junius Spencer Morgan, was already a successful banker, ensuring that John had access to the best education money could buy. Despite his privileged circumstances, John's childhood was far from idyllic. He battled various health issues, including debilitating coughing fits, migraines, seizures, and diseases like scarlet fever. These ailments often kept him indoors, where he sought solace in studying and reading financial statements. One defining moment in his childhood was his father's decision to send him to the Azores Islands in the center of the Atlantic Ocean for nearly a year to recover from rheumatic fever. This experience instilled in young John a sense of resilience and self-reliance. It was a formative period that foreshadowed his future ability to weather financial storms and make decisive, independent choices. John's early exposure to finance came through his father's firm, George Peabody and Amp Company, which looked after Peabody's interests in America. This early exposure to financial reports and the inner workings of the emerging American market laid the groundwork for his future career as a financier. By age 19 and ready to enter the workforce, John had received a comprehensive education in Boston, Switzerland, and Germany, preparing him for the challenges and opportunities. Despite his father's initial concerns about his temperament, John's ambition and determination led him to leave the safety of an established firm and strike out on his own at the age of 24, founding his own company. His early experiences in adversity, combined with his exposure to the world of finance, would shape his future career trajectory, leading him to become one of the most influential figures in American finance and industry. J.P. Morgan's impact on banking and consolidation was profound and far-reaching. His innovative approach to business consolidation was at the heart of his influence, which transformed industries and redefined the American economic landscape. Morgan's strategic vision extended beyond traditional banking practices, and he leveraged his financial acumen to orchestrate monumental mergers and acquisitions. In the late 19th century, the railroad industry was characterized by fierce competition and fragmentation, with numerous small railroads vying for dominance. Recognizing an opportunity for consolidation, Morgan devised a strategy to change the American railroad's face. He believed that merging these smaller companies into more extensive, more cohesive networks could achieve economies of scale, reduce competition, and ultimately become more profitable. This approach, which he coined Morganization, was revolutionary. Morgan's influence in facilitating these mergers was pivotal, and his ability to bring together disparate entities reshaped the entire industry. The result was a more efficient and interconnected railway system that benefited investors and facilitated the United States' economic growth. Morgan's consolidation efforts were more comprehensive than railroads. In one of his most iconic deals, he brokered the purchase of Carnegie Steel by U.S. Steel Corporation for a staggering $480 million. This transaction was the most significant business deal in history and signaled Morgan's influence in shaping the steel industry. He created a corporate giant that dominated the steel production landscape by merging various steel companies into one colossal entity. U.S. Steel Corporation became an emblem of Morgan's consolidation prowess and underscored his ability to wield immense power in shaping the economic destiny of industries. Beyond railroads and steel, Morgan's influence extended into emerging technologies, including electricity and telecommunications. His financial backing and guidance were instrumental in forming General Electric, GE, through consolidating Edison Electric and its competitors. This merger laid the foundation for a conglomerate that would play a pivotal role in advancing electrical innovations and technological progress. Morgan's support for the telecommunications industry also paved the way for the development of what would later become AT&T, a telecom giant that transformed communication in America. His impact on banking and consolidation was characterized by his visionary approach to restructuring industries for greater efficiency and profitability. His ability to unite disparate companies into cohesive conglomerates reshaped the American economic landscape. Morgan's influence extended far beyond finance, leaving an enduring legacy that continues to shape the industries he touched. His consolidation strategies not only propelled industries to new heights, but also solidified his status as one of the most powerful and influential figures in the history of American capitalism. J.P. Morgan's influence on emerging technologies was marked by his financial support and strategic vision, which played a pivotal role in advancing key sectors such as electricity and telecommunications. His ability to recognize the potential of groundbreaking innovations and his willingness to provide funding and guidance contributed significantly to the growth and development of these industries. One of the most prominent examples of Morgan's influence on emerging technologies was his support for Thomas Edison's work on electric lighting and power generation. In the late 19th century, Edison was at the forefront of efforts to harness electricity for practical use. However, developing electric lighting and power distribution systems required substantial financial backing. Morgan recognized the transformative potential of these technologies and saw an opportunity to invest. Morgan provided critical funding to Edison's endeavors through his financial resources and connections. This support enabled Edison to continue his groundbreaking experiments and innovations in electricity. The result was the establishment of Edison Electric, a company dedicated to bringing electric lighting to homes and businesses. Eventually, Edison Electric merged with its competitors to form General Electric, GE, one of the world's largest and most influential conglomerates. GE's contributions to the field of electricity and its impact on modern technology and infrastructure are a testament to the far-reaching effects of Morgan's support. Moreover, J.P. Morgan's influence extended into the telecommunications industry, particularly the development of the telephone network. His role in nurturing the growth of this sector laid the groundwork for the modern telecommunications infrastructure. Morgan's financial backing and strategic guidance facilitated the American Telephone and Telegraph (AT&T) formation. AT&T evolved into a dominant force in the telecommunications industry through mergers and acquisitions. Under Morgan's guidance, AT&T established a nationwide network that revolutionized communication in the United States. The company's commitment to research and innovation further solidified its position as a leader in the field of telecommunications. One of J.P. Morgan's most significant contributions to American history was his role in stabilizing the economy during periods of crisis. His interventions during the Panic of 1895 and the financial panic of 1907 demonstrated his ability to navigate complex financial systems and act decisively to avert economic catastrophe. In 1895, the United States faced a severe gold crisis, with foreign investors rapidly exchanging American bonds for gold, depleting the nation's gold reserves. This posed a severe threat to the stability of the U.S. economy. President Grover Cleveland turned to J.P. Morgan, who orchestrated a deal to purchase gold bonds at favorable rates. His swift action restored confidence in the economy and prevented a full-scale financial collapse. The financial panic of 1907 was another critical moment in American economic history. Banks were on the verge of bankruptcy, and there was a run on deposits as people sought to withdraw their money. President Theodore Roosevelt called upon J.P. Morgan to help resolve the crisis. Morgan's strategy involved injecting capital into the economy by encouraging leading financiers and bank leaders to invest in their struggling competitors. This approach restored public confidence in the banking system and prevented a catastrophic financial meltdown. J.P. Morgan's immense wealth and influence inevitably drew controversy and public scrutiny during a time when concerns about the concentration of power in the hands of a few wealthy individuals were on the rise. His actions and dealings, both in the financial world and in other industries, frequently attracted criticism and raised questions about the role of financial elites in shaping the nation's economic and political landscape. War profiteering and early criticisms. Early in his career, J.P. Morgan faced criticism for his involvement in what was perceived as war profiteering during the American Civil War. His utilization of company funds to purchase an entire shipment of Brazilian coffee that arrived without a buyer drew ire. While the gamble proved profitable, senior members of the banking house, including his father, disapproved of such risk-taking behavior. Monopolistic practices in railroads. As Morgan's influence and consolidation efforts expanded, so did concerns about the impact of his actions on competition and consumer welfare. His role in consolidating the railroad industry while bringing efficiency and stability also led to accusations of monopolistic practices. Critics argued that the mergers he orchestrated stifled competition and allowed him to exert undue control over prices and transportation networks. The Pujo Committee and the Money Trust. One of the most significant instances of public scrutiny came with the Pujo Committee hearings in Congress in 1912. The committee was tasked with investigating the existence and influence of what was referred to as the Money Trust. J.P. Morgan became a central figure in these hearings, representing the epitome of concentrated financial power on Wall Street. The Pujo Committee sought to understand the extent to which a small group of financial elites, including Morgan, controlled the nation's banking and financial systems. Testimonies during the hearings revealed the intricate web of interlocking directorates and financial relationships that allowed this elite group to exert significant influence over American finance and industry. Public sentiment and calls for regulation. The Pujo Committee's findings profoundly impacted public sentiment and fueled calls for increased regulation of the financial industry. Morgan's vast network of connections and the perception that a select few wielded extraordinary power raised concerns about the fairness of the American economic system. While the Pujo Committee did not immediately result in significant regulatory changes, it laid the groundwork for future efforts to address the issue of financial concentration and influence. J.P.'s immense wealth, influence, and business practices made him a lightning rod for controversy and public scrutiny during his lifetime. His actions, particularly in consolidating industries and his role in the Money Trust, raised significant concerns about the concentration of power in the hands of a few individuals. While his legacy is multifaceted, it undeniably contributed to ongoing debates about the nature of capitalism, competition, and the role of government regulation in the American economy. J.P. Morgan's legacy is a multifaceted tapestry influencing various facets of the financial world, industry, and public policy. At the core of this legacy is the enduring presence of J.P. Morgan Chase, a global banking powerhouse founded on the visionary leadership of J.P. Morgan. The institution, shaped by its founder's strategic vision and financial acumen, symbolizes his impact on modern banking and finance. Through mergers and acquisitions, J.P. Morgan Chase has grown and evolved while maintaining its position as a dominant force in the financial industry. The institution serves as a testament to J.P. Morgan's lasting influence on finance. Beyond banking, J.P. Morgan's legacy extends into financial regulation and reform. His era marked a pivotal moment in American history when concerns about the concentration of financial power came to the forefront. The Pujo Committee hearings and subsequent investigations laid the groundwork for financial reforms to curb the influence of financial monopolies. The Glass-Steagall Act of 1933 and the establishment of the Federal Reserve System in 1913 were direct responses to these concerns. Furthermore, J.P. Morgan's influence is felt in the realm of philanthropy. His contributions to education, art, and culture have left an enduring legacy that enriches society. The Morgan Library and Peace Museum in New York City is a testament to his appreciation for literature and the arts. His efforts inspire contemporary philanthropists who seek to address societal challenges and promote social good. Lastly, J.P. Morgan's legacy remains intertwined with ongoing debates about capitalism and concentrated wealth. His career, marked by the consolidation of industries and financial dealings, raised important questions about the balance between free market capitalism and the need for regulatory oversight to prevent the concentration of power. Modern discussions about income inequality, corporate influence, and the government's role in regulating the economy often hark back to the historical example of figures like J.P. Morgan. His influence continues to shape contemporary discussions about economic policy and the responsibilities of financial elites in society. From his pioneering efforts in industry consolidation to his pivotal role in stabilizing the nation during financial crisis, Morgan's legacy is a reminder of the dynamic interplay between wealth, power, and regulation. J.P. Morgan's legacy challenges us to learn from history as we chart the course of today's economic world, knowing that his influence still echoes in the decisions and discussions that shape the future of the U.S. economy. If you found this information about J.P. Morgan and his role in shaping the U.S. economy informative and engaging, please consider giving it a thumbs up, sharing it with others who might find it interesting, and subscribing for more content like this. Your support helps us continue to provide useful insights and details on a wide range of topics. Thank you for being a part of our community.